Hello, I'm Dr. Renee, a Pleasant Leadership Consultant, where we inspire your leadership freedom. Welcome back to the last session of our series, Maximize Meeting Productivity, with the subtitle of Tips to Avoid Derailment. This is our last one in the series. I cannot believe it. It's been a great series for me and hopefully for you. If you haven't done so, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button below so you are aware every week when we upload a new series or a new session in a series here on Leadership University. So let's go ahead and get started, because this one, well, it's got a lot of meat to it. Whoops. All right, so this week we're going to talk about track maintenance, another one of those railroad terms, track maintenance, and we're going to talk about the people in your meeting who are the derailers, the people who derail your meeting's objective. All right. If you are the facilitator of the meeting, you need to ensure that the key members who are present. Sometimes a key member, they sometimes think that attendance is optional. That is not the case. Just because they have the subject matter information, they think they know everything that needs to be discussed, and so sometimes they're in the mindset that their attendance is not required. As a meeting facilitator, you have got to let them know that their attendance is not optional. It is mandatory. Everybody must be present in order for this train to go down the track. All right, next thing as a meeting facilitator, you need to make an expectation that everyone comes to your meetings prepared. So we talked about this in week 2, I believe it was, that you are, maybe it was week 1, but at the beginning of the series, that you need to have an agenda set forth, and you need to send that agenda out ahead of time. And that agenda was going to tell everybody what they're going to need to talk about, or what it will be talked about in the meeting, so that everyone is going to be coming to the gathering place prepared with any background knowledge that is needed, any supplemental materials that might be needed to enhance the discussion. So it is expected that everyone's going to come to the table ready to provide rich dialogue and keep this train for this project, for this thought, or this process moving down the track. All right. Establish that this is a collaboration project. Remember, it's a collaboration. What is it? It's a collaboration. What is it? It's collaboration. And that everybody at this table was invited because they are a subject matter expert. All right, everyone has SMEs in this gathering, and not any one person has exclusive decision-making authority. All right. Sometimes when you get these key players together, they've got it in their head that they are the one person that makes all the difference and all the decision-makings, and that's not the case. It is a collaborative effort here. All right, as a meeting facilitator, this is my last tip for you in order to keep your meeting on the tracks and keep it moving down to your destination and not to be derailed, and that is to know the purpose and yourself, and for all the key members to know the purpose and that the focus is the goal. It's not for networking, it's not for socializing. The meeting was called with an agenda in mind, with an objective, and that those objectives were clearly stated. You have to know the importance, the relevance, and the timeline. We talked about that in week number 1. So the meeting, it's not to get together. It's not to have a little social time. Those things are great. It's not during this scheduled time. We have a set start time. We have a set end time. We have an agenda to discuss. We have actions to put into place. We have a plan to make. We can socialize afterwards. All right, I hope you have found this series to be helpful, and if you have to have a meeting, which not everything has to be a meeting, we can put things in an email, folks. Don't be afraid to put things in an email. But if you found this to be helpful, please put comments below. Check out our website at pleasantleadership.com or call us at 904-458-7317 and let us help you to remove any obstacle in the way that is blocking you from pursuing your vision or crushing your goals. Leaders, go forth, lead well, because your followers need you. Join us next week when we start a brand new series. I can't wait. I find all these series to be helpful, and I hope you do as well. Go forth and lead well. Your followers need you. We'll see you next week.